Today's video from Sam4S. We're taking a look at tax or VAT programming on the ER-260BEJ register. So there's several steps to this process, and there's also a disclaimer I should issue. So I'm in the UK. You can watch my video worldwide, but obviously just be aware that at the current time our VAT rate is 20%, and we have a second rate which is at 5%. I'm going to be setting this register up to be 20% VAT, so that's, and the till will work the taxes add in, and I'll also set a second rate up at 5%. You can watch my video through and obviously just change the percentages and how the tax works to apply it correctly for your territory or time period. Okay, so as with all programming, you'll need the metal key marked P, and you'll need to turn it round to the PGM position. You'll then need to arrow down to the line that says taxes, or you can press number 7 and then cash to jump to that. Once 7's highlighted, cash to enter, and now on the machine you can have up to 4 tax rates. I'm going to set up tax rate 1 and tax rate 2. So to set up tax rate 1, I press 1 followed by cash. I then get the opportunity to give the tax rate a description. I'm not going to change the description, I'm going to leave it at tax 1. So the next setting is the type of tax it is. So as default it's an add-on tax. That means that if you sell £1 through the till, when you press your department button or PLU button, the till adds the tax on for you. I'm going to be setting mine up as VAT, and I'm going to get the till to include the tax in the pound. So if I sell £1 through a PLU or department, that pound is inclusive of any tax. To set that up or select that option, we press cash to go into the type, and then instead of add-on we choose VAT and press cash to confirm. The final setting is the rate, so cash to go into it, and then you type in your percentage. So as I said, my tax rate 1 is my VAT rate at 20%. Cash to confirm, clear to come back to the main tax screen, and then to program tax rate 2, cash. You can edit the description if you like. I'm keeping mine at tax 2. Arrow down to the type, cash to go into it, and again if you're selecting VAT and you want the tax to be inclusive of the pound you sell, scroll down to VAT, press cash, and then down to the final option to set the rate, cash to go into it, and then you need to set your rate to the correct rate. So mine's at 5% for my second tax rate. Press cash to save, and then clear to return to the main program menu. What you need to do now is to apply those different tax rates to your different PLUs. So on this machine you have 15 PLU buttons, which are, you can use them as departments, so groups of items, or you can use them as individual PLUs, but they are effectively your sales button on the machine. So if we go back up to PLU, which is option 1, cash to enter, add and change, 1 PLU. I'm going to just do 2 PLUs to keep the video as short as possible. Press your PLU button. We're not going to program the description now, we're simply looking at the tax rates. So option 5 is taxable by rate 1. Press cash to go into it. As default it's set to no. Cash, arrow up, sets it to yes. And then clear to come out of it. And then if we program number 15, and we're going to program this one to be tax rate 2. So again we ignore the price and other settings. Taxable by rate 1, we just want to double check that this is set to no. So it is, so we arrow down to line 6, taxable by rate 2, cash to enter, that's no, we change that to yes by arrowing up, cash to save, clear, 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 key back to reg. Now when we sell £1 through the 2 departments, and print a receipt out, we get the tax information appear on the receipt, so we can see that PLU 1, T1 means I've set it to tax rate 1, PLU 15 means T2 means I've set it to tax rate 2, and we can see that tax 1 is 17p, because if you take a net sale of 83p and add 20% onto it, you get your pound, so that's where it's getting the 17p from. And then the same with tax 2, 95p plus 5% gives you the pound. So that's how to set the taxes up on the ER260BEJ register. Got plenty more videos showing you how to get the best out of the ER260 and other Sam4S cash registers. Some of those videos will be appearing on screen now, so you're welcome to check those out. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel or visit sam4shelp.co.uk for more. Thanks all.